defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's completed to Caldwell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Caldwell fights through it. He's still on his feet. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Ready?
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Warriors 70. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now he'll take, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
The Dolphins at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready? Viking 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, Cub 19, Cub 19.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Achane on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
60 Eagles, let's go.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Chigga his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain
kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready? 19 target.
From the gun on third down, Lowry. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Caldwell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Come on. Set. Ready?
Up the middle, it's Hardy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Okay, break. Roll. Ready?
On first down, it's Caldwell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Caldwell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
60 Vikings. Mustang 19. Go.
Back to throw. Lowry.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Panther, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
70, Timberwolves.
Achane gets it from the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and a couple.
Hey, check that. Street.
Looking to throw. Lowry. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Up the middle, Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Warriors, 70. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pass the check. Hurt.
Back to throw. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Kenneth Grant, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
2nd and 15. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Caldwell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18,
Back to throw. Lowry. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
60.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, Okonkwo. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cowboy 80.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to break our 4th quarter time.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent don't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Ready up.
Here's 3rd and 7.
That's the Eagles. Time, check, go. 70 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set, let's go.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, Crash.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready, break. Let's go now. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end.